So, good morning together. Welcome to BESSEY Basic Training with Clamps. When you have questions, you can write in the chat, and Isabel will help you. And when you have questions directly, maybe I can answer you directly live and in color. So, I begin in first for the different, we produce two different clamps, the malleable iron coast clamp like this and the all steel clamp like this. All these two clamps have the same clamping force. This is not a different 500 kilo, 500 kilo. But the difference comes when you close the clamp. Here with the malleable iron coast clamp, when you close this, it's rigid clamping. When you close the all steel clamp, it's elastic clamping. And the question is, for what you need this? For example, the carpenters, the woodworker, they close the clamp and they need a complete rigid clamp for the miters, for the edge, for the other side. That's very important for the carpenters. They need a rigid clamp. And for the other side, when you want to welding, and then you fix the metal together and you are welding here, and then the material, the metal expand with hot, and after they shrinks the metal and they goes to, and this move is very good from the old steel clamp. This is the different. For this, use the metal worker and the TG. This, the malleable iron coast clamp, is very good for the carpenter, for the woodworkers. This is the first step for the different, for the old steel clamp and the TG, the malleable iron coast clamps. When you have questions, write in the chat, please. So, and now we will talk about the first, the second, and the third line. You see this. The first line, you see, they have a wave in the fixed jaw and in the movable jaw. See the wave here? And the second line, TPN, have not a wave on the fixed and the movable jaw. And the third line, the same. The next one, here in the first line, there's a profile rail. In the second line, profile here, rail 2. But in the third line, it's not a profile in the rail. And this clamp is not strong at the order. This wave is about the torsion when you fix it on a table and makes it a little bit curve or other forms and so. And the fixed jaw and the movable jaw stay stable, more stable than the others. And the last one, the different, you see here on the back side, on maybe I can see you no, here you see here a screw in the back side from the movable, and when the clamp is working, the screw goes in the serration and it's the first break, and the next one is very fast and quickly fixed. From the second line is not a screw on the back side, and the third line as well. So in the first line, you can change the pressure plate without tools. Look at this. And then you can change very easier from the spare part. In the second line and the third line is the pressure plate pressed in the machine in the production. So this is the different from the first, second, and the third line. And now I speak about the handles. We have a lot of handles, different handles with the clamps. Maybe you see it in the whole pictures. So we are beginning with the wood handle. We are beginning produce the clamps with the wood handle in 1933. And now we have here a 2K plastic handle. But I cannot say what is better. It's 2K better or is a wood handle better. The people say for me is wood better. The other people say for me is the plastic handle, the 2K handle is better for him. I don't know what is better. Then we have here a Tommy bar, but the Tommy bar is more for the steel workers. Steel workers like this more than the carpenters and the woodworkers. The last handle what we have is the new one. When you use the handle, spindle and so on, and you have lost the power in your hand, in the arm, you can swivel this, you can see. You can turn this 360 degrees and you see it's not stopped on the rail. It's very easy and then you have much power. This clamp have clamping force, so 500 kilo. So, and the last handle is here, the lever handle. You see this lever handle? And this is not a spindle, this is so Ratch mechanismus. And when you work with this lever handle and you have vibrations on the material that is not open, the Ratch mechanismus cannot open. Maybe when you have close or when you fix other things with vibration and you have a spindle, they maybe can open and then use please the lever. It's more safety. We have inside the lever is here cinder steel. The cinder steel is a very hard metal, and the hard metal is grinding in the pressure plate. You see it? And then the pressure plate and the cinder steel is not damaged, and it's for long life. It's very easy. And I will show you for what the lever works better. When I close a clamp, you see I need a lot of time for close for fixing. And here the lever clamp 5 times faster than the clamp with a screw. Open, please the lever, push back, push the button, and it's very easy to open. Not open with a hammer, not open with a pipe, only with hand, and then lifts much more longer. And it's very easy. These are the 5 handles of, of BESSEY. And we have another lever. This is our lightweight clamp here, the click clamp. The click clamp is very light. Here the material is magnesium. Here is the rail from BESSEY. and this polyamide, and the same. It's a Rudge clamp too. For example, when you assemble cabinet, shelf, Fortuners, when you close the click clamp with 120 kilo clamping force, and you close this and open, you have here not damage the surface. Everything is clean, everything is good. See this? Is not damage the surface. And here's on the fixed jaw, we have here so a V-groove when you want to fix round things for example, maybe it's very easy to fix round things. It's not move out. And 120 kilo clamping force, it's enough for gluing, for screwing, and for all. Yeah, for all. When you're a craftsman and you need to go to the clients and want to repair things or build kitchens, Fortuners or other things, we have here a sustainer. And in the sustainer, they have 4 sizes. See, this is the same or shorter, like this. There's 16 clamps in the sustainer, and you go to the clients, build the kitchen and other things. So when you have questions about this, please write Isabel. Friends, in the next step, I will show you special clamps for special workers. This we have all steel clamp, we have malleable iron coast clamps, and this is a special clamps for the carpenters. You see this? There's a big surface, 800 kilo clamping force, from 30 centimeter to 2.5 meter. The rail is complete parallel on the rail, and a lot of carpenters use this clamp. And when here it's the surface from this protector, it's damaged, you can move out, and you can have here a spare in the spare part the new one, and it's very easy to change that. And then is here here the new one, the protector for the rail for the rail. The protector save the surface from the Fortuners, cabinets, or other things. 800 kilo clamping force, and we have here with a fixed jaw. Here is the other clamp with a movable jaw, and we have a lot of accessories for this clamp. This is when you buy this clamp, you buy a clamp with a big range of accessories. For example, when you need to lengthen the rail, I have here this KBX. You can 2 clamps together. When you need to make special forms, you can here a special adapter. There is 50 plus minus degrees. Or for example, do you need to build a frame, And then we have this special adapter accessory. There is 4 cubes inside and looks like this. And then when you use these 4 cubes, then you can build a frame. You see this from 30 centimeter to 2.5 meters. This is a very special clamp with a lot of accessory to assemble frames, shelf, Fortuners, cabinet, and other things. So, and now I turn for the other tools. I will talk about one-hand clamps. We have one-hand clamp in the range. So this is a family of different one-hand clamps. You see, this is the family of the one-hand clamp. This new in the catalog. It's at S, it's at M, it's at L, it's at XL. The difference of the clamps is the clamping force from 20 kilo to 270 kilo clamping force. And it's very easy to work with that pump system to close. And when you assemble the fixature on the other side, you can spread or other system of one-hand clamp like the duo clamp. Duo clamp have 4 points to press, have a button to slide easily, and here turn the button. Now it's clamping. When you turn the button, is it for spreading? It's very easy when you craftsman on the fair, carpenter on the fair. It's very easy to work with the one-hand clamp to gluing to screwing. With the third hand, it's very easy to work with our one-hand clamps. I have prepared for you, before you see a lot of clamps for woodworkers, for craftsmen and so, and now we have a lot of clamps for the steel workers too. I will show you a small range from our all steel clamps on high performance clamps. Here is the all steel clamp, 500 kilo clamping force. This is the next, this is the high performance clamp. And you see it in first, the high performance clamp have a underspittle and have only a Tommy bar. In the high performance clamp, they have not a plastic handle, have not a wood handle, only with a Tommy bar. And you see the pressure plate looks different than the all steel clamp. You see this is the pressure plate from the all steel clamp, and this is the pressure plate for the high performance clamp. This is a range, and the heaviest or the strongest clamp in our range is STBS, and they have 3.5 tons. This is 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 2,500, and the biggest one is 3 tons, 3.5 tons. This is very, very strong. It's for big holes to building and maybe for ships and so. And we have other all steel clamps too. This is a claw clamp. Claw clamp. The difference is you see here in the front the pressure plate, and in the back side is the spindle. And you have here for this clamp is so more or less 800 kilo clamping force. It's very easy to work with that. We can change the movable from clamping to spreading. It's a very good range, a big range of clamps for the metal worker. We have noch other clamps with special for the pipes and for electrics and so, and bigger lever. It's a very good and a big range of the all steel clamps. So, and now I will talk about the care instruction of clamps. When the clamp is a little bit older, maybe it's not good working or so, and you can do a lot of with the care instruction. Here, with the all steel clamp, yes, cleaning clothes, clean the rail from the all sides here. And when it's maybe you need it, you can with a sandpaper, a little bit here grinding on the back side and the front side, a little bit grinding with a sandpaper. Here on the spindle, a little bit oil. In the pressure plate, a little bit cheese or oil, and then it's working again very good, the all steel clamp. Different is a little bit in the malleable iron coast clamp, the TG. Maybe first, yes, do the same. Clean the rail with a special liquid, a cleaning liquid. And in the serration, maybe in the serration is glue and color and other thing. And then you get and use it a wire brush, and then you can clean very easy this serration. And the same is on the spindle, like a little bit oil or a grease in the pressure plate. But the different in the first line, maybe you will remember, in the first line we have in the back side on the movable, and then you do with this hexagon key and a quarter turn of the screw, and everything is fine. The brake is working, and looks like so more or less for a new clean. And maybe for our internet site, you can read it again about what I say to you, show to you from the care instructions from the clamps. You have questions about the rails, the clamps, or other things? You can do it in the chat, writing with Isabel. We will stay the chat so 10 minutes after this show, and I say thank you, goodbye, take care, and we see us in next time in BESSEY by Bietigheim, and my name is Charlie. Goodbye.